The three forbidden beasts Hadzabe hunters do not dare with. In the heart of northern Tanzania, near the windswept Lake Eyasi Basin, lives one of Africa's last remaining hunter-gatherer tribes, the Hadzabe people. For thousands of years, they have survived off the land using bows carved from guerrilla trees, arrows tipped with deadly poison, and a spiritual understanding of nature that runs deeper than modern science can ever decode. Their knowledge of the environment is unmatched. They can track footprints invisible to outsiders, detect animal movement through subtle clues in the grass, and survive weeks in the wild with nothing but instinct and ancestral training. But even with this deep connection to the wilderness, there are limits. In the vast encyclopedia of the Hadzabe's hunting wisdom, there are certain creatures they will never pursue, no matter how hungry, no matter how desperate. These are the forbidden beasts, not because they are legally protected or endangered by outsiders, but because within Hadzabe oral tradition, these animals carry a spiritual or survival warning. It's not just about danger. These creatures are believed to carry omens, spiritual weight, or powers that are best left untouched. These taboos are not superstition in the eyes of the Hadzabe. They are rules built from generations of experience, loss, reverence, and observation. And among them, three stand out. Beasts that even the bravest Hadzabe hunters will not dare to challenge. The first is the elephant. Among many African communities, the elephant is seen as a symbol of strength and wisdom. But to the Hadzabe, this elephant is more than just powerful. It is sacred, and hunting it is nearly unthinkable. This isn't because the Hadzabe lack the tools to kill one. It is because the cost of doing so is far too great. In the rare cases when elephants have been hunted by outsiders near Hadzabe territory, whether by poachers or foreign trophy seekers, the Hadzabe speak of spiritual imbalance in the bush. Animals begin behaving differently. The wind feels unfamiliar. The Hadzabe believe the elephant is the ancestor beast, a guardian of balance in the wild. Its memory, its size, and its intelligence make it more human than animal. Killing one would be like killing the spirit of the land itself. There is also a practical reason behind this taboo. Hadzabe hunting is done by small groups with bows and poisoned arrows. While effective for antelope, whistling birds, or even baboons, these weapons are not meant for thick hides and towering strength. A wounded elephant becomes a death sentence, not just for the hunter, but for the community. Its rage is unrelenting. Its path of revenge can last days. Some elders recall stories where a single arrow shot at an elephant led to multiple deaths as the elephant returned at night to trample camps or destroy everything in its path. So the Hadzabe teach their young from an early age. Respect the elephant, admire it from afar, but never provoke it. It is one of the forbidden three. The second forbidden beast is the lion. Known in Swahili as Simba, and in Hadzane, the local tongue, by a name whispered only in circles of men, the lion holds a mythic place in Hadzabe culture. It is not merely feared, it is revered. The lion is considered a spiritual enforcer in the bush, one that punishes arrogance and tests the humility of the hunter. Unlike hyenas or leopards, which the Hadzabe occasionally clash with, the lion is seen as a test of balance between man and nature. There are old tales of Hadzabe hunters who attempted to track lions, either out of pride or desperation, only to vanish, never to be found again. The elders say the lion doesn't just kill, it curses. What's fascinating is that while the Hadzabe live in lion country, they rarely have direct confrontations. This is because the Hadzabe follow an unspoken understanding of territory. They recognize lion paths and avoid them during hunting. If a lion is spotted near a kill, the Hadzabe abandon the site completely, even if it means going hungry. To challenge a lion is to disrespect the hierarchy of the wild. In Hadzabe belief, the lion eats first. It is the only animal the Hadzabe will not compete with. And there is another layer to this respect. The Hadzabe believe that the lion can smell pride. A hunter who walks with arrogance, who boasts of his skill, is more likely to be marked by a lion. This idea has shaped how Hadzabe boys are raised to hunt with humility, to speak little of their success, and to never laugh too loud in lion territory. It's a survival philosophy deeply tied to spiritual reverence. The third forbidden beast is one that surprises many outsiders, the python. Not the crocodile, not the buffalo, but the python, particularly the massive African rock python, which can grow over 6 meters long and ambush prey silently. To the Hadzabe, the python is not simply a snake, it is a symbol of the underworld. Its movements are considered unnatural, too quiet for the bush. It is believed to possess the ability to steal breath, to hypnotize the careless and to appear and vanish without a trace. The python is known among the Hadzabe as the silent death, and no true Hadzabe hunter will touch it, even if it crosses his path. There's a practical side to this taboo as well. Pythons are powerful constrictors. A small Hadzabe child, or even a sleeping adult, can fall victim to a python attack. But unlike other animals, the python is not openly aggressive. It strikes from hiding. This stealth, combined with the snake's eerie silence, has given rise to stories that blur the line between myth and reality. Some Hadzabe believe that pythons carry the spirits of ancient warriors who were never buried properly. Others say that if a python is killed, its spirit lingers near the hunter's home, bringing misfortune and madness. Whether you believe these stories or not, the python's status as a forbidden beast has been passed down through generations with unwavering conviction. Together, these three animals, the elephant, the lion, and the python, form a kind of unspoken code among the Hadzabe. To violate this code is to invite spiritual confusion, community misfortune, or even death. And while other tribes may view the bush purely as a resource, the Hadzabe see it as a living, breathing network of relationships. Each animal has a role. Some are hunted, some are partners, and a select few, like these three, are sacred. This code also helps preserve balance in the ecosystem. By avoiding elephants, the Hadzabe help maintain seed dispersion across large territories. By steering clear of lions, they avoid conflict with a species already under pressure from habitat loss. And by respecting pythons, they allow rodent populations to remain in check naturally. Without writing down a single law, the Hadzabe have practiced ecological balance for centuries. Interestingly, young Hadzabe hunters are not taught about these taboos from books or lectures. They learn by experience. A boy might ask why they don't hunt elephants, and the elder will respond with a story, not just about danger, but about the elephant's role in the bush. These stories are part myth, part history in all education. This oral knowledge system is one reason why the Hadzabe have remained so resilient despite the encroachment of the modern world. But this resilience is under threat. Tourism, land grabs, and pressure from modernization are starting to chip away at Hadzabe land and culture. Outsiders sometimes mock their taboos or try to push them into farming or wage labor. Some young Hadzabe are tempted to abandon their traditional beliefs, including their respect for the forbidden beasts. That's why documenting and honoring these taboos is so important, not just as cultural heritage, but as wisdom for all of humanity. The Hadzabe remind us that survival is not just about domination, but about knowing where to stop, about understanding that some forces in nature are not meant to be challenged, that humility, reverence, and restraint are just as powerful as skill and strength. So the next time you hear someone speak of ancient tribes as primitive or outdated, think of the Hadzabe. Think of the boys who can shoot birds mid-flight with a bow they carved themselves. Think of the elders who can predict the weather by the smell of the wind. Think of the hunters who walk through lion country not with fear, but with sacred respect. And remember the three beasts they do not dare to touch, not out of weakness, but out of wisdom passed down since the beginning of time. You're not just looking at a tribe, you're looking at one of Africa's oldest codes of survival. The elephant, the lion, the python. They are not enemies of the Hadzabe. They are signs, guardians, and sacred boundaries. And to cross them is to cross the line between man and spirit, between survival and destruction, between wisdom and death. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more.